Hello, this is Catherine Ta, and today I am going to show you a productivity tool that I think everybody has access to. If you have a Gmail account, then you definitely have access to this. So I'm going to show you how to use Google Docs. So in order to access this, you'll have to go to your Google Drive, which is in this waffle menu over on the top here, and you find Drive. Then over on the side here, you're going to New, and these are pretty much the same as Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, um, Google, sorry, PowerPoint. And then there's also Google Forms, which is a really cool little tool here. And I'm not going to go through these other ones because they're pretty much exactly the same as Microsoft. And I'm sure everybody knows how to use those. But Google Forms is actually a really cool tool where you can collect information and have that go straight into an Excel sheet automatically and done for you, which is really great if you're doing something where you have to collect a lot of data and not have to manually input it somehow. So here you can have, a title. Um, so this one would be my demo. You can add a description on what this is for the people who are filling out the form, and you can ask them for their name. Um, and that would be a short answer. This would probably be a required field. Then you would go say, we'll need an email and short answer as well with the required field. Then you can ask for something like a phone number. What else? In this example that I used for a charity, I had to ask them how many people were in the household so that we can keep track of how big of a hamper that they would need. And in this case, I'd like to use multiple choice. That way um, I can keep track better of how many people that we are providing for. And I'll show you why I like to be in control of that rather than people having control over what goes in here. It's just easier once it goes into a spreadsheet, and I'll show you later. And there's other tools you could do, things like check boxes, so check all that apply, drop down menus, so pre-selected answers. But yeah, you just play around in that. Okay, and then you can also go in here, and here's where you'll create the spreadsheet. So you can go in and create a brand new spreadsheet, or you can put it into an existing spreadsheet. You can't put it into a spreadsheet that you've already created, but you can put it into a spreadsheet and it forms a separate tab in that spreadsheet um, with the existing titles that you've given in the questions. So I'll show you what I mean. Let's just go create a new one. Okay. So you'll see at the top here that it'll automatically timestamp it for you, as well as what your questions were. It'll be the top here. And if you were to put it into an existing spreadsheet, you'd basically just have your spreadsheet with an extra tab on the bottom that says form responses. Okay, so that's your new one, and then you can do as you wish with that. And the reason why in this case I wanted to be in control of what gets inputted and how is because this column here for how many people are in the household, having a number in there makes it easy for me to do a sum and see how many people that we're providing for. So there's a lot of cases where Excel is just so easy to help in organizing things. And I love Excel and spreadsheets and all that stuff. So this is just one of those tools that are really easy. Love how it's easily organized. You can sort it by date, you can sort it by number of people, you can sort it by, say, where these people live. So if you had to deliver them, like there's just so many options. So I really love this. And not having to input the information yourself, bonus. You'll also want to go over here and look at settings. So you can automatically collect people's emails, or it'll be in one of the questions on the form. So you can automate that, and you can also limit it to one response. But in this case, you'd have to sign into Google. So I don't think that that's a great idea if they're not using Google. And then you also can give them the option to edit after they've already hit submit and realize, hey, oops, I made a mistake. All of these are actually quite self-explanatory, and the cool thing here is you can also make a quiz. So that's something that really cool if you have some questions that you want to ask people and you want to get people's opinions or something, you can do up a little quiz or kind of like a survey, I guess. So that's pretty cool. And then if you want to share this application or this form with somebody, you can send it by email, or you can also provide a link in the email, or you post it on social media, whatnot. I always like to shorten the URL just because the other one is so long. This just simplifies it. So I would copy it and then post it, or if you're really savvy, then you might even want to put it into your website and embed it in there. So this gives you all those tools, and they're actually this Google is actually very, very intuitive and really easy to learn. It probably took me like half an hour to see what all this stuff did. So I recommend to just go in and play with it and see what each thing does. But this is really good productivity tool. And one of the best things I love about Google Docs, all these things here, is that you can easily share these documents with somebody by just sending them a link or just adding them to as one of the authors, basically, to give them editing power or whatnot. So here you can say, hey, it's restricted to only people through in this email list or anybody that has the link. So if you are going to send this link, make sure you change this. Otherwise, they won't be able to see it, even though you send them the link. Okay. So yeah. If you have any questions or any other productivity tools that you'd like me to look through, please let me know in a comment or email. And anyway, there's so many productivity tools. It's just endless. And I love looking at these because it does help so many people. And there's so many people that just don't know about these or just don't know how they work and are afraid, or maybe just don't have time to look into them. So this is a great way to share without spending like hours trying to figure out ways to do things. So if there's anything that you struggle with in terms of going, hey, there must be a better way, I just don't know how, let me know. Let me figure it out. I love this stuff. So again, thank you for joining me. Have a great night. Bye.